Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, students. This is Salareb, your accounting instructor. Today, we are going to continue with the fourth lecture of errors which do not affect the trial balance. Today, we are going to discuss about the fourth type of error, which is error of complete reversal.
This time we are talking about error of complete reversal. From its name, you can find out that complete reversal means the entries were reverted, they were reversed, they were basically made on the opposite side. For example, I give you this description first. These types of errors could be identified when the amount was correct, the accounts were correct. This time the accounts were correct, but the sides were wrong. The amount was correct, the accounts were correct, but the sides were wrong. For example, the example is cash drawing debited to cash account and credited to drawings account. Beta, whenever we have cash drawings, a cash drawing means that the owner withdrew cash for his personal use. So the original entry was supposed to be drawings debit, cash credit, because drawings is an expense. The expense has increased. So drawings has been debited, asset has been credited. This was supposed to be the entry. Now drawing is an expense, cash is an asset. By error, we made basically the amount was correct this time. The amount was correct, $100 on debit and credit side. In fact, the accounts were also correct. The drawing was actually recorded and the cash was also recorded. But this time the sides were wrong. Why and how? The cash which was supposed to be credited was basically debited, and the drawing which was supposed to be credited was debited. It means to say that the accounts were right, the amount was right, but this time the sides were wrong. Which was supposed to be debited had been credited by error. Which was supposed to be credited had been debited by error. This is known as error of complete reversal. For this, beta, we need to revert the entries. Beta, whatever is decreasing, we have to increase. So drawing will be increased and debited. Drawings will be debited and cash will be credited. Accordingly, it looks very simple. Sir, I think it's very easy now. Only we need to reverse the entry. Beta, we not only have to reverse the entry, this time the figure has to be doubled. How? For example, beta, the original entry was supposed to be drawing was debited with 100 and cash was credited by $100. It was supposed to be in such a way that the drawing should have been increased by 100 and the cash should have been decreased by 100. But by error, we increased the cash and decreased the drawing. We increased the cash and decreased the drawing. What had happened here? Now I would show you from here with an example. This is 0. This is minus 100. This is minus 100. And this is plus 100. So from this line, if you understand, we are talking about right now drawings. Okay, because the drawings was supposed to be increased by 100, but by error it decreased. By error it decreased by 100. The drawing was supposed to be increased by $100, but it decreased, means it went into negative of 100. So what are we going to do? What are we supposed to do here? Beta, at this stage, we are going to add 100 first. When we add 100, this would come 0. When we add 100, the drawing was in negative, in minus 100 now, by error. So when we add 100, the amount will be 0. And again, when we add one more 100, then the amount will go in $100 plus. So that means to say the amount has to be figured by double. That means 200. So this is what I was trying to tell you. If we are talking about this way, that drawings was supposed to be debited by 100, now we have to debit the drawing account by 200. When we make it by 200, this particular sort of entry would be made, and then your account would be increased by $100. The next is cash. Now let's talk about the cash here. In cash, we have, I'm sorry, this is 0. This is supposed to be 0 here. In cash, we have 0, minus 100, and plus 100. Okay. Now here, beta, the amount was supposed to be decreased. Originally, the amount was supposed to be decreased by 100 because the cash has decreased by 100. So the amount was supposed to be decreased by 100, but by mistake, we increased the cash by 100. So originally the amount was supposed to be minus 100, but now it has become plus 100. What are we going to do? Beta, we have to make it minus 100. How can we make it? First of all, we have to, it is 100, we have to less 100. That will become 0. Then we'll have to less one more 100. It will become minus 100 here. So 100 plus 100 is 200. So here also your cash would be credited by 200. Right? I hope it would be clear to you. So whenever we talk about the complete reversal, first of all, how are we going to identify it? The complete reversal will be identified as the sides were wrong. The transaction, the account which was supposed to be debited was credited, which was supposed to be credited had wrongly been debited. So what we will do, we will reverse the entry and the amount this time will be doubled.